Hi guys. We have here a wonderful book, a great book. It's called The Little Leaf by Dina Scharfstein, illustrations by Rochelle Blumenfeld, edited by Dina Rosenfeld. This is a very wonderful book for children. Here, let me get my glasses on. We can start reading. It says the whole world, it has an inscription here, the whole world is Hashem's and all that is in it. That means the whole world is God's and all that is in it. It says, it's got an inscription, my name. My name is, the child can put his or her name there. And it's by HACHAI Publishing Company. HACHAI Publishing Company. The Little Leaf. The Little Leaf by Dina Scharfstein. Illustrations by Rochelle Blumenfeld. And here we go. We can start reading right now. The little bud was pushing his way out of the tree branch. Here we have the little bud. The little bud was pushing his way out of the tree branch. The little bud felt very excited. He was also somewhat afraid. The world looked so very big, and he was so small. I wonder what will happen to me next, he thought. Some children were walking by. Look, said one of them, that tiny little green bud on the branch tells us that spring is here. Springtime, springtime, the children called happily. They took off their woolen hats and threw them up in the air. They unbuttoned their coats and ran home to tell their mothers the good news. The tiny little bud swelled with pride. Life is wonderful, he thought. I'm so happy to show the first sign of spring. The days grew longer and the nights became shorter. The warm sun and soft spring rain helped the bud grow full and round. The warm sun and the soft spring rain helped the bud grow full and round. Soon it was summer. The little bud burst open and slowly uncurled into a shiny green leaf. I am so excited, said the new leaf. I wonder what will happen to me next. The children felt hot and tired from playing in the sun. They sat down to rest next to the tree, right under the little leaf. The little leaf stretched himself out to protect them from the sun. It is so cool and shady here, said a boy. The little leaf felt very happy. It is good to be a leaf and give shade to people, he thought. One cloudy summer day, it suddenly began to rain. People ran for shelter under the branch where the little leaf was growing. After the brief summer shower, the people went on their way. We stayed so dry and comfortable here, said a lady. The little leaf heard the lady's words and felt very happy. It is good to be a leaf and protect people from the rain, he thought. The next day, a mother took her baby for a walk. The baby was hot and uncomfortable in the carriage. The mother pushed the carriage back and forth in the shade of the tree, but the baby would not stop crying. When a gentle summer breeze made the leaves move, the little leaf waved at the baby with all his might. The baby looked up at the friendly leaf and smiled. Then he waved back with his chubby little arm. The little leaf felt very happy. It is good to be kind to people, he thought. Life is wonderful, said the little leaf to himself. It was good to be a bud and show the first sign of spring, but it is better to be a young green leaf and do many different things. Now I can be kind to people and protect them from the sun and rain. Now I see that everything Hashem does is really for the best. The days became shorter and the nights grew longer. The leaf was changing colors. He became mostly red and partly yellow. His pointy tip was brown and his edges were orange. The little leaf felt very excited. I love the way I look, he thought. I'm as colorful as a rainbow. I wonder what will happen to me next. The hot days of summer were gone. Now it was autumn. Dressed in warm sweaters and jackets, the children played beneath the colorful trees. Look, said a girl, pointing at the little leaf. What a beautiful autumn leaf. I wish I had some paper and crayons to draw a picture of it. Let's do it tomorrow at school. The leaf looked down at the children and felt very happy. Life is wonderful, thought the autumn leaf. It was good to be a bud and show the first sign of spring. It was better to be a young green leaf and do many different things. And it is even better to be an autumn leaf and bring people happiness with my beautiful colors. Now I know that everything Hashem does is really for the best. The strong autumn wind blew some leaves off the tree. The little leaf hung on with all his might. I am afraid, he thought. I don't want to fall off. But one day, as the rain was pouring down and the wind was blowing, the autumn leaf fell off. Oh no, he thought as he fell. Is this the end of everything? As the leaf floated gently to the ground, he heard a small voice calling, "Help, help!" The leaf looked everywhere, but all he saw was a tiny black speck on the ground. "Who are you?" he asked. "What is wrong?" "I am a tiny little seed. I am a tiny little seed," answered the speck. "Once I was part of a beautiful plant. Then the wind carried me away, and now I am here on the ground. I do not like to be wet and cold. I do not like to be in the dark. I do not like to be all alone. If you will stay with me during the long, cold winter, I can become a beautiful flower next spring," said the lonely little seed. "Don't worry," said the leaf cheerfully as he stretched himself out. He flattened himself against the ground and covered the tiny seed like a blanket. "I will keep you safe and warm," he said, and the seed was no longer afraid. All winter long, the little leaf protected the tiny seed. The leaf lost his beautiful colors and became dry and brown. Still, he was happy because the little seed was safe and warm. While they were covered with frost and snow, the little leaf talked to the tiny seed. "Life is wonderful," said the leaf to his little friend. "It was good to be a bud and show the first sign of spring. It was better to be a young green leaf and do many different things. It was even better to be an autumn leaf and bring people happiness with my beautiful colors. But the best thing of all is to be your friend and help you grow. Now I understand that everything Hashem does is really for the best." Soon the days grew longer and the nights became shorter. The snow began to melt. The warmth of the sun was bringing everything back to life. The tiny seed began to feel different inside. Slowly it pushed its tiny roots deep into the ground, and a small green sprout reached up to feel the warm sun. "I am so excited," said the tiny new plant. Thank you, kind leaf, for helping me grow. Helping you has made me very happy, said the leaf. But just look at me now. I am thin and brown and stiff. I wonder what will happen to me next. Just then, a gentle spring breeze lifted the old brown leaf off the ground and carried him up into the air. He swirled and whirled and danced in the wind. Wait, called the little plant from the garden below. Where are you going, kind leaf? I will go where the wind carries me, replied the leaf. Perhaps I will help someone else far away, or float on a beautiful river, or come back and visit you when you are a flower. I do not know what will happen next, but I do know this: everything that Hashem does is really for the best. Also available through HACHAI Publishing. This was from 1989. Good night, my friend Aleph. Take care of me. A little boy named Avram. The story of Danny 3 times. HACHAI, a new experience in children's literature. So we have here The Little Leaf by Dina Scharfstein, illustrations by Rochelle Blumenfeld, edited by Dina Rosenfeld. A very beautiful book for children. Okay, so that's The Little Leaf by Dina Scharfstein. Thanks a lot, guys.